Hey, what's up? I'm Ga. This is Seven Mortal Sins. Welcome. So today I got a little bit of a rant video on some of the issues with the game. Getting a little frustrated with UserJoy as a company. But let me jump into Daily Raid so you guys have something to watch while I rant. So probably the biggest thing going right now, sorry for the noise, I'm moving my microphone, I apologize if it's too loud. Biggest thing right now is probably voice acting. If you don't know, there are several servers for the game. There's the global APK, which is found on the official website. The official Seven Mortal Sins website. There's the global version from the Play Store. There's the version hosted on Aero Labs, and then there's Japan and Taiwan. So, a little bit of a conspiracy theory, but you know, things kind of line up a little bit too well. As soon as the game released on the Aero Labs server, Aero Labs, by the way, is a hentai game site. They host a lot of those kind of games there. But as soon as Seven Mortal Sins released on Aero Labs, not too much longer after that, Taiwan and the official APK lost voice acting. Apparently Japan never had voice acting to begin with. But that is its own thing. So literally the only version of the game that has voice acting is the Play Store version. Whether that's like Apple or Google or whatever, that's the only version that has voice acting right now. And a lot of players are blaming Aero Labs for the loss of voice acting on the official APK. The Taiwan players are actually just straight up blaming Global in general for losing voice acting. But you know, we've been posting and posting and posting on, you know, sending in feedback on like official you know, tickets, like support tickets, you know, asking for the voice acting back. And apparently they responded on, you know, the Taiwan Facebook or Twitter or whatever, saying it's just to match Global, which is complete crap. And all we get from the in-game support tickets is just bot-generated responses, which leads me kind of into my next issue. Why I'm kind of frustrated right now is UserJoy basically has no customer service. Like, they don't seem to care about their player base whatsoever. Any kind of ticket that we submit is basically, we just get a bot response back. It's like, oh, thank you for your support, blah, 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 blah. Our devs will look into it, yada, yada, yada. And then, like, nothing really happens. Like, I sent in a ticket, complaining about Bride Levy. So if you don't know, Bride Leviathan, in my opinion, doesn't work properly. So the attack and the speed boost that she's supposed to get by having a Lucifer on your team, she doesn't get until after she takes her action, which is not how it's described in her skill, like, at all. It just says, you know, she gets the bonus attack and the bonus speed if there's a Lucifer on your team. But she doesn't get it until, like, after she goes, which is a problem for me in my team building and things that I want to build and, you know, have her built with. So that's causing some issues. But then they go and fix some things that, like, aren't causing issues, like OG Leviathan just being able to do follow-up attacks, like, if the enemy ever had a shield. Like, I don't think anyone really had an issue with that. I don't think anyone was complaining about that. Most people that I talked to actually liked that about her. It helped a lot in this raid boss specifically. they just randomly fixed that out of the blue. Like, she had been that way since the start of the game. They're like, oh, wait, we gotta fix that. So, like, is that how long it takes them to fix a bug? Like, a year? Like, come on. Like, there's basically, we just get nothing other than, like, the weekly updates. They're like, oh, here's the next update, and I'm pretty sure it's just like they have a bot doing that too. Like, I'm almost convinced that the entire server is just run on like a bot. Like, they just have like a calendar scheduled, like, update it or whatever. But yeah, that's one thing I'm frustrated with. Another thing I'm frustrated with is the poor, like, quality of life. Like, it feels like they keep removing things from the game rather than, like, giving things away. Like, we used to get a bunch of, like, gift codes that we could go redeem, and now we get basically nothing. And the ones we do get are just, like, trash. It's like, oh, here's 5 like, popular posters or whatever. But if you go look at some of, like, the codes that, like, the Taiwan server gets, like, I think they got like 1,000 gems or something in one of theirs, which is wild. Like, where's, like, where are the codes at? Where are the good codes at? Where's, like, the gifts and stuff? Like, the player base for this game is very niche, it's very small, you want to keep people happy, and the easiest way to do that is to just give them free stuff. Like, not take it away. Like, they took away tickets out of the event shop. We used to be able to grind tickets. A lot of Awaker banners you could go grind for the character, but, like, I think the last one didn't have that, which is super annoying. I mean, the current event shop that we have right now, you can go get yourself a free copy of Satan, Xmas Satan, or Xmas Lucy, I think. But, like, the amount of grinding you have to do for that, like, you're basically spending the gems that you would have put into the banner on grinding. So I don't know. But also, apparently, Japan got their Vortex of Torment nerfed, which leads me to believe that's going to be happening to us soon. And Vortex is, like, a really big thing. Like, there's a lot of super good rewards in that. And then they, like, nerf it. So, like, they just keep taking away good stuff out of the game that, like, keeps people happy and keeps people playing. And, like, then when events roll out to global, they're missing stuff. Like, when we got Panagia, I'm pretty sure she was supposed to come with a dice minigame that would have given us, like, more free stuff. And, like, Riot of Blood is more frequent in Japan and Taiwan. Like, I think it's on, like, a weekly or bi-weekly rotation, and for us it's like maybe once a month. But I feel like motivation and morale for this game as a whole, for the player base, is at an all-time low, and, like, they really need to start being more generous if they don't want people to quit. Like, there are whales who quit. Like, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Narwhal, but he was basically the top player in the guild Degens. Dude was hitting, like, 20 million on minion raid days, kind of like Naren here is doing. He was a super big whale. He just up and quit. Like, when your whales start quitting or your whales start going free to play, the game dies. Like, literally, if a game's not making money, the devs have no reason to invest into it. And on that note, I really hope that UserJoy is not taking profits from this game and putting it to another game. I think they need to roll that back into the game and do, like, a bunch of giveaways or whatever for the player base to, like, as a thank you, you know. It's like, thanks for supporting our game, here's this and that. But they don't. We're just not seeing any of that back. Like, I'm sure they made big bucks when Christmas Satan dropped. Like, everyone wailed on that banner. As you can tell, because in PvP, she's literally on everybody's team. But, like, we got nothing from that. It was just, like, same old, and then they started, like, nerfing our rewards and stuff. I'm gonna just go back in again. Thought I could finish talking in one round of Guild Raid, but I guess not. But, yeah, like, I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I just wish they would do better. Like, I am so heavily invested into this game, and I like this game, like, a lot, and I want to be playing the best version of the game. Like, don't get me wrong, it could always be worse, but it could always be better, right? Like, there's no reason to not push the devs and everybody to pursue the best possible version of the game. Like, you shouldn't ever be content with mediocrity. Just always strive for more until everybody's happy. And, like, there's so many ways that they could just make everybody happy. Like, they could make the whales happy, they could make the free-to-play players happy. Most importantly, the whales, because the whales are the ones supporting the game, and if there are no whales, the free-to-plays get nothing. The whole, you know, trickle-down effect. Like, if a game's not being invested into, the devs have no reason to invest back into the players in the game, blah, blah, blah. But keeping a player base happy, especially for a small game, is incredibly, incredibly important if they don't want that game to die. And the way that they're running things, I almost think that they're, like, just trying to make some quick cash, you know? Like, they just want to make money. And if they have to run the game into the ground to do that, so be it. Because there's so many things they could do. Like, for example, let's say that in your first 10 pull, you got one of the featured banner characters guaranteed. Now that seems absolutely ridiculous for some long-time gacha players, but hear me out here. A lot of whales, a lot of waifu players want to plus 15 the character anyway. And one copy is not going to negatively detriment or impact like sales or money or anything like that. Like, one copy of a character, then you still got to go get at least 3 more hard dupes, and then you still got to go get full sets of the soul mirrors. Like, that's still quite a bit of investment there. Like, you could spend $500 and only get a character to +1, which is so bad. It feels terrible, and, like, I get it, it's a gacha game and gambling and blah blah blah. But, like, that's something that would make a lot of people happy. Like, the free-to-play players that are just there to collect the characters, they were never going to spend the money anyway, can now guarantee a character. The whales get an extra dupe of the character for free, and they're still going to spend the money to get the rest to finish the character. It's something that keeps everybody happy. Without losing the company a whole bunch of money. Like, doing more giveaways would be nice. Bringing back tickets into the event exchange shop would be nice. Increasing packs. That's another big one. The packs feel garbage. Absolutely just abysmal packs. Like, you go look in there and it's like $100 for 85 tickets, which isn't even enough to reach pity. Like, I just spent $100 and didn't get the character. Or like, you want me to spend $50 for a Bunray? Like, excuse me, what? Like, 50 bucks and it's not even a true dupe of the character. Like, make packs better. You can make packs so good. Like, 20 bucks, give me a Bunray, like 20 tickets, and like 500 free-to-play gems. Like, you could make packs like absolutely insane and people would just buy the crap out of them. Like, what are you doing, User Joy? Make better packs. Don't get greedy with your packs. Like, no one wants to go spend $300 for like 12,000 gems, which is only enough to pity one copy of the character. Like, that's the greedy way. Like, if you wanted to make money, you would have these absolutely fantastic, just mind-blowingly awesome packs that literally everyone's gonna want to buy. Like, how hard is that? Like, you could go, like, make a pack that's like 50 bucks. Give me, like, a copy of the character, a book, like a sin book, virtue book, whatever, some trainers, some gems, some tickets, and like everyone and their mom is gonna buy that pack. Like, you could make more money making amazing packs that don't cost quite as much versus making absolute shit packs that are absolutely fucking expensive. Like, I don't get it. Like, it seems like a no-brainer to me to just have good paid packs. Like, because you go look at some of these packs and it's like, oh, okay, so like God, what are they called? The ones where you have to spend a little bit of money, like the step-up packs. That's what they are. You spend $5 for like a little bit of something, and then you get a little bit of something free, and then you have to spend more money, and you end up spending like $150 for stuff that you probably could have grinded for like a week to get. Like, it's absolute trash value, and I'm not about it. Like, honestly, playing this game free to play feels 10 times better than it does spending money on it, because like, you can just ignore all the garbage, log in for 5 minutes, and then quit for the day and call it good and not think about it. But for the people that actually really enjoy the game, that want to keep playing, that really like beefing up their characters and taking them to the next level, we're stuck here sitting at these trash-ass packs that drain your bank account and just like throw you into the pits of depression and hope you get lucky on the gacha. But that's a different topic for a different day. I think I've said everything I wanted to in my rant. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, let me know why. I'm curious to hear everybody's opinions on what they think about this game and how User Joy treats them as a player or treats the player base in general. Personally, I feel like a dog tied to a post, left out in the cold in the winter when it comes to trying to interact with this company. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.